I mean, you know, guys, how much hair sheds in just 1 month, in just 1 week. It's quite a lot, right? Natural shedding. I mean, I'm not talking breakage, I'm talking shedding. If you leave your protective style on your head for 4 months, like I left mine in, all that shed hair will have just been sitting in there. So sometimes there is like this optical illusion of losing lots of hair if you bring down your protective style after a long time. And when I was bringing down my hair, when I was detangling this past Saturday, or was a Sunday, I can't recall, I was like, on top of that, look at all of my breakage. I was like, on top of that, look at all of my breakage. It's a waste of my time to keep on doing these protective styles. I have to detangle like a monster, and there's so much product buildup, and it literally I could sit there in front of my head for a whole day, 24 hours. Don't got time for that. You know why you got time for that, right? And then the Lord reminded me, Garabo, a whole bunch of that hair was shed hair. First of all, it happens to the best of us. Like, nobody is exempt from it. And secondly, you have to have anticipated that detangling after bringing down any hairstyle at all will always be a feat that's going to take you some time, even when you have not gotten the level of matting that you got because you kept it in for so long. You like, nothing comes without hard work. So what's 1 day out of 2 months? Frankly, I need to bring down my protective styles after 2 months. That's my like linear regression time set. If at all you just spend 1 day out of 2 months with that whole process, why are you crying? Because for 2 months you're sitting around doing nothing, whereas you're going to be manipulating your hair every week if you leave it like this. You're going to have to wash it every week. You're going to have to comb it up every week. You're going to have to take care of it every single week. You're going to be manipulating it more, and it's going to grow slowly. And you are mourning, literally groaning over 1 day that you sat in front of like even like a show on Netflix, nochal, so you weren't entirely bored. You are lamenting over that. And the thing about getting my hair to where I need it to get, not only do I bring it down, I also have to put it back up again, right? So I'm even lazy now because I've got hair extensions 2 types. I can either put in the soft dread again, which I can keep for 2 months, or I can do braids, which I can only keep for a month. And braids take a lot longer, but they last a lot shorter. And I'm like, am I really going to be sitting for 2-3 days getting singles put into my hair that are going to also take me forever and a day to bring down? What? I'm busy. And on top of that, I'm not even recording in real time. A whole bunch of my work is backlogged. I'm not doing it. But I do have the other hair that I can put in a shorter space of time. Just the amount of time it takes to get me to a place where now I can spend 2 months leisurely relaxed because the hairstyle is on my head and it's not going anywhere. All I have to do is wash it in the protective style. All I have to do is moisturize it in the protective style. Just to get it there, it takes so much effort that I was like, it's not even working anyway. I'm wasting my time. And I was tempted to throw in the towel until I put my hair in a bunch to look camera ready for exercise right now. And I realized that not only is my hair thicker, my hair is also longer than it was in the same amount of time, having grown it before. And if I continue like this, I am going to have, you know, Dionne Warwick Dionne Warwick type afro in 2 years. In 3 years, I don't know what it's going to look like if I just keep up with this. So the small amount of seed, faith as a mustard seed planted, brings about a whole mustard tree. It can move a mountain. The smallest little seed that you sow, you reap such a massive harvest. And that is the thing. The amount of work that I invest in getting my hair did reaps such a massive harvest, even though the work initially, the initial, you know, groundwork that I have to do is onerous, it's laborious, it's tiresome, and it makes me want to throw in the towel. But the harvest on the other side is so massive that it's worth. It's the same thing with my YouTube channel. The way that I'm working like an ninja dog right now, just to get it to a certain level, the day's gonna arrive when I can be at peace, when I can upload just 1 video a day or 1 video every 2 or 3 days without having to stress out so much to get it to where it needs to go. Right now, I have thrown in all of my, I have hedged all of my monies in this one basket, and on top of that, right now I've gone hard. Like, I'm going hard just to get my subscriber numbers to grow and just to get those watch hours to grow. But once it's gained momentum and I have a base, I'm gonna be able to like literally take a day off and not have it afflict my momentum or have it afflict my prospect for like my earning potential. I need to get to a certain place, and the amount of groundwork that it takes is exhausting, but it's eventually going to become passive income, and that's gonna give me, you know, that Sabbath rest that I have been like seeking the Lord's face for.